Welcome back to the Ripewave audio community, where we explore together all types of home audio systems from hi-fi to home theater. My name is John, and for this video we continue our series on AV processors and receivers as a buyer's guide to what is available in 2020. Our 8th video in this series is subtitled Part 8, 14 with 6 channels, and complements parts 1 through 7, where we explored 16, 15, 13, 12, 10, 9, and 8 channel processor models. If you missed previous videos of the AV Processor Receivers Buyer's Guide 2020 series, I have provided the links for your convenience in the description. Best known as 5.1 processor receivers, the 6-channel units we will be covering in this video are diminishing in popularity and represent only 12% of the 116 models Ripewave Audio has assembled into the current processor count table. As presented in the last video, Part 7 of this series, the 8, 9, and 12, 13 channel models are where most of the industry is focusing their efforts. The 8, 9, and 12, 13 channel models can deliver immersive content to high channels, while 6-channel models from Integra, Onkyo, and Pioneer, all models, and Yamaha, one model, have support for immersive audio decoding, which is downmixed or virtualized to 5.1 channels. The remaining 9 models in this category do not have this feature. It appears that while other suppliers support this feature in their larger processors, they are suggesting that buyers should either move to a bigger processor or opt for a soundbar that fully simulates the surround sound effect by excluding virtualization support in their 5.1 receivers. This 6-channel category is in a bit of a squeeze, with attention of buyers split between the all-in-one soundbar and the immersive systems with 8+ channels. However, Ripewave Audio still believes 5.1 is a viable option for constrained spaces and budgets. There is plenty of 5.1 content, including broadcast TV and multi-channel audio discs mixed in 5.1 with a 6-count processor. The speaker layout does not accommodate height channels, albeit it is not uncommon to mount surround speakers up high, as that was the standard guidance when surround sound was first introduced. Also gone is the ability to have both discrete surround side and back channels. The low frequency effects LFE or subwoofer output remains. Aside from a slight change at 6 channels, the cost of entry table remains unaltered from the 8-channel presentation, with the following: 6 channels, 5.1 at $278, 8-channel or 7.1 at $350, 9-channel or 7.2 at $1,100, 10-channel or 9.1 at $680, 12-channel or 11.1 at $799, 13 channels or 11.2 at $1,200, 15 channels or 13.2 at $2,499, and 16 channels 14.2 at $2,999. At $276, the Sony STR-DN590 is where 5.1 surround sound audio begins. Now we will provide some basic details of 6-channel processors. Although support for Dolby Atmos and DTS:X is limited to only 5 models, all models in this lineup support Dolby True HD and DTS HD Master decoding to feed their 5.1 outputs. While it would be possible to fit larger amplifiers within these receivers, power ratings start at 35 watts and max out at 100 watts. Albeit 5 of the covered models in this category are slimline form factor designs, and the lower power ratings are expected in the smaller chassis. They also command a higher price when compared against normal size models with similar feature sets. The balance of connectivity options is similar to that which is found in 8-channel models. Those that have a downgraded speaker terminal which uses spring clips versus binding posts stand out as budget-conscious models. As mentioned earlier, you will see only a few brands support Dolby Atmos and DTS as virtualized channels. This 6-channel collection starts with Anthem, which is the most expensive model. Anthem MRX 520. Priced at $1,399, the Anthem MRX 520 is the most expensive 6-channel model by a wide margin. While we have yet to determine if this model is deserving of the premium price, Ripewave Audio is pleased to see that there are options for those seeking to build a high-quality 5.1 system. This 2020 model provides 100 watts at 2-channel driven and is the most power output in this category. Another standout feature are the 7 HDMI and 5 analog inputs, a high count unmatched by others in this group. Despite a chassis ground screw, there is no onboard phono preamp. Anthem room correction ARC remains. At this price point, a Dolby Atmos DTSX virtualizer would have been a nice touch. Integra DSX-3. The Integra DSX-3 is one of several slimline AVRs with 6-channel support. Launched in 2016, this unit supports Dolby Atmos and DTSX using a virtualizer to feed 5.1 outputs. As part of the Integra brand targeted at the custom installation market, this unit has a removable power cord, not available on the Pioneer variant, but has no phono input. This model sells for $600. Marantz NR1510. Marantz continues its slimline NR receiver range with the NR1510. At $150 less than their 8-channel NR1710, the NR1510 sells for $599 and was also launched in 2019. The I/O count drops for the NR1510, having 5 HDMI versus 7 and no component video support. The phono input remains as well as Odyssey room correction, but no Dolby Atmos or DTSX as with the NR1510. Denon HEOS AVR. With this model, Denon has introduced a unique slimline model within their line and has given it an equally unique name, the HEOS AVR. Its minimalist design provides only a single dial on the front and no display. The rear panel is also clean with only HDMI inputs aside from a token analog stereo in. This is the only Denon processor model without a phono preamp. Launched in 2017, the HEOS AVR sells for $599. The Yamaha RX-S602 is designed as a slimline receiver, yet is similar to the full chassis 8-channel Yamaha RX-V485 with its connectivity options. With the slimline form factor, the price of the RX-S602 is $50 higher than the RX-V485 at $599. With the RX-S602, you give up on power output, immersive format support, and 2 channels of amplification. This unit is for those who place a higher value on compactness. The RX-S602 was launched in 2018 and has support for YPOW room correction. Pioneer VSX S520. The Pioneer VSX S520 is another slimline receiver. This one closely resembles the Integra DSX-3. Pioneer supports their MC AAC room correction along with Dolby Atmos and DTSX support, using their virtualizer to feed immersive signals to the 5.1 outputs. This unit was introduced in 2019 and sells for $599. Yamaha RX-V4A. Yamaha recently introduced the RX-V4A, which has a cleaner approach to styling than their other models. This is their first 8K ready 6-channel model we have covered, and one of the few with Dolby Atmos and DTS decoding with virtualization into 5.1 channels. This 2020 model supports YPOW and sells for $439. Yamaha RX-V485. The RX-V485 is a 2018 model. While this model has a height virtualizer, it does not decode Dolby Atmos or DTSX like the newer RX-V4A. The RX-V485 has the same connectivity as the Yamaha RX-V585, but with 2 less channels and lower power output. YPOW room correction is supported and is available for $399. Denon AVR-S650H. The AVR-S650H is the 6-channel version of the 8-channel AVR-S750H for $100 less at $399. Connectivity remains the same with the AVR-S650H. Immersive format support is dropped, but Odyssey room correction remains. The AVR-S650H was released with the AVR-S750H in 2019 as part of their S series. Yamaha RX-V385. Stepping down from the RX-V485, the RX-V385 is based on a similar design but with less power output and 1 less analog input. This model sells for $120 less at $280 and has YPOW room correction. Onkyo TX-NR393. The Onkyo TX-NR393 is a 2020 model with Dolby Atmos and DTSX support via virtualization into 5.1 channels. The 6-channel TX-NR393 was launched together with the 8-channel TX-NR494 in 2020 with the same connectivity and support for AccuEQ. The TX-NR393 sells for $30 less at $349. Now we would imagine that most buyers would be willing to pay that small difference for the model with the additional channels. Pioneer VSX-534. The 6-channel Pioneer VSX-534 was released with their 8-channel VSX-834 in 2019 and is based on the same design. For $100 less, at $279, the VSX-534 also supports MC ACC room correction with the same connectivity, just with 2 less channels. Dolby Atmos and DTSX are still supported, but using virtualization for heights. Denon AVR-S540BT. The Denon AVR-S540BT looks the same as the AVR-S650H on the front, but on the rear panel it tells a different story, as the AVR-S540BT has 100% spring clip speaker terminals instead of binding posts. Denon maintains the same connectivity options, including a phono input with this entry-level model, which sells for $279 and was launched with their 2018 models. Sony STR-DN590. Sony closes out the 6-channel category with the STR-DN590, which is their only 6-channel model. Closest to the 8-channel Sony STR-DN790, the 6-channel STR-DN590, also launched in 2018, provides the same power output per channel, and for $70 less at $279, the price is justified given the reduction in channels by 2. 6-channel 5.1 surround sound can be an affordable way to enter the home theater hobby. However, we suspect that there are only a few viable options if you are looking to build the best sounding 5.1 system without moving up to a processor with higher channel counts. The Anthem 5.1 entry certainly aims to be a higher quality 5.1 solution, but without looking underneath the hood, we cannot be certain. In part 9 of this series, we will take a look at the sole 2.1 entry Ripewave Audio has identified. However, neither that 3-channel solution nor the 5-channel options presented in this video are attracting those seeking simplicity delivered by soundbars and soundbar-based systems, which virtualize channels to provide the illusion of discretely positioned speakers. For those who still feel more comfortable with the traditional approach and like the flexibility of selecting and placing individual speakers, the 5.1 and 3.1 receivers still may be their favorite solution for years to come. If you own a 6-channel receiver, I would be interested in hearing your feedback. Please include in the comments section. Do you feel you may have been better off with a soundbar system? Or are you happy with the 6-channel 5.1 approach that has the potential for future expansion? That feedback would be useful to the Ripewave Audio community. Furthermore, if you enjoyed this video and are interested in enhancing your audio experience, please like and subscribe to this Ripewave Audio community and be sure to select the bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as the next video is posted. Until then, keep evolving your audio experience.